This is probably going to be kind of quick since I didn't read a ton last week. Surprise. I finished Nightshift by Stephen King, which I thought was fantastic. I think I gave this collection in general a 4 star. Sorry, we're just getting right into it. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for watching. I don't know. So yeah, this I thought was super, super enjoyable. I thought all of them were really spooky and or maybe not spooky, but definitely sinister. So I really enjoyed this. This I think is my favorite of the Stephen Kings that I've read so far, so that is exciting. And I DNF'd Blue Highways by William Least Heat Moon. I will say there's like a really cute story at the very beginning that he says that his dad is, I don't know if his dad has the same first name, but his dad is Heat Moon and then his older brother is Little Heat Moon and then he's Least Heat Moon, which I think is like really sweet. But in general, this is not for me. The writing is way too descriptive and I just like don't care at all. It's really this is just an example. I didn't get this far into the book. The other side of the river was warmer, the land high and flattened field after field. I just don't care. It's so much. I enjoyed there's some like interactions. Again, I like to read people's interactions with other human beings. So there's some interactions that he has with people, but like it was too far between, I guess, and all of this other stuff was happening that I just can't be bothered with since it's such a big book and, we're all gonna die, so just not for me. And again, it mostly has to do with the writing style. I didn't get on with it. I also yesterday picked up and tried to read City of the Lost by Kelly Armstrong. This is a book that I felt I wasn't going to enjoy just based on this cover. I was making my judgments, whatever. So I read the first chapter, and yeah, I'm just not going to read this book either. So that's exciting. We're moving two things from my to-read shelves. I don't even know how I got this book. I might have gotten it when we do indie bookstore day. A lot of places, like if you buy or something or if you spend a certain amount of money, they have like wrapped up arcs, and then it's kind of like a blind date with a book with the arcs. So I don't know if that's how I got that or what, but I'm just not interested in it. And then I am still reading Frankenstein in Baghdad by Ahmed Sadawi, and this is translated, I don't know what that means. Sorry, there's a post-it in my book and I don't know why I wrote that. This is translated by Jonathan Wright, and it's so good. I'm kind of annoyed with myself that I haven't finished it because it is really not that difficult of a read, and it is a really compelling story because, it's taking place in a very interesting setting that I, don't read a ton about, and there's a creature that's on the loose murdering people, so why wouldn't I want to keep reading it? I'm silly. And the writing style is really good, and like the structure of the novel is really good. The whole thing is fantastic. So I would recommend, even though I haven't finished it yet, I should probably wait to finish it first. And then I'm still reading Black Light by Kimberly King Parsons. I'm hoping, obviously, this one I think I will finish soon too. If I haven't finished these books by next week, then I've got a problem. I am going to try to do like a reading marathon, whatever, this weekend. Roll my eyes at myself because I always try to do that, but you know, I shouldn't, but that's okay. And then I started On Immunity by Eula Biss. I won this book, I think, during a 24 and 48. I was a challenge winner. I think it was 24 and 48. It might have been Dewey's, but it was probably 24 and 48. And this is really good so far. It's definitely not like a particularly, like, it's not a science book. It's definitely a woman writing about a topic using scientific research and stuff and like, putting actual science into the book, but it's very conversational. It's very easy to read. I think it's really good and interesting. And I feel like it does kind of feel like she's talking to people that are kind of on the fence about vaccines or that like aren't sure about vaccines. And so I kind of want to buy this for people that I know that don't believe in vaccination because I feel like it's so, I think that a big problem with this conversation and with most conversations where people have different opinions, even though vaccinations should not be opinions, but a big problem is that people feel like they're being kind of like yelled at or talked down to when the other person has an opposing view. So like I think a big thing that anti-vaxxers feel like when people who are pro-vax are like talking to them, they feel like they're being talked down to. That's just my assumption anyways, because I feel like that's a big problem for a lot of things, and I don't think that this book does that. I think this book is just, expressing what people's opinions are that are not correct. You know what I mean? People that are people that have like these ideas of why vaccines are dangerous, and it it shows the opposite side of like why they're actually helpful and not dangerous. I feel like that came out weird, but hopefully you know what I mean. So yeah, I am enjoying this, and it's also a pretty quick read. So that's all I have to say. I didn't read any magazine articles or anything this week, so I don't have anything else to say. If you've read any of these or want to tell me something, please do it in the comments. That would be nice. I will talk to you guys later.